Elizabeth from Art Studio Life. Now, we typically think of the color red as being very warm in temperature, but the thing is that color is very relative, and cool shades of red certainly exist and are also very necessary for painting. So in today's video, I'm showing you how to mix up different shades of cool red colors. Now today we're going to look at this color red, and this is a cadmium red medium that's right here. And we're going to discover and see just how to create red colors that are cooler in temperature. Now right away you might think, okay, well if I mix a blue into red that will make it cooler, and you are absolutely right. But there's many other ways to make a red cooler, and we're going to look at two kind of different extremes. So we're going to look at mixing in blue, and we're also going to look at mixing in a much more subtler, cooler color that'll not make it as drastically cooler in temperature. So here we're going to take some of my cadmium red, and we're going to do what we just talked about, mixing in some blue. And this is ultramarine blue here. I'm going to mix in. Actually, that might be a little bit too much. Took a bit away. So you can see it becoming cooler in temperature already. And I think I actually will just mix in a little bit more into it. Cadmium red actually is a very strong color. It's stronger than ultramarine blue because it is a cadmium color, and it also is fairly, it's not dark in value per se, but it's darker than yellow and orange. All right, so here we can see much cooler in temperature than it was before. Just compare these two. You can see how cool this looks in comparison to this. And I know it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to see temperature and color, but if you just say to yourself, oh, it actually looks a bit bluish red, then you know, okay, yeah, that's cooler in temperature than this. And it's always in comparison to another color to know if something is cooler or not. So let's say you don't need something so drastically cooler in temperature. You could do with something that's just a subtle change or subtle difference. So I'm going to take some of this, and mixing in some alizarin crimson will help to do that. And as we can see here on the palette, alizarin crimson is right next to our cadmium red medium. Now quinacridone is also magenta, is also a color that you could substitute for alizarin crimson if you don't have this color. So this is a much cooler red than this. It's also darker in value in addition to that. But you can see it's more bluish, more of a bluish red color. So here we're gonna mix a bit in here. And you can see it has, because it's a subtler difference, it was still kind of a reddish color, we can see it also kind of becoming, it's retaining that red quality, versus this is becoming a little more bluish. But it's much cooler in temperature than this here. You can see that change here as we mix in more into the color mixture. All right, so there we go. So we could continue to mix in more alizarin crimson if we wanted to, make it stronger. There's many more just subtleties and variations that we can do, and different ways to create cool reds, and then of course warmer reds, and then a different just all sorts of different values, temperatures, a whole lot of different kind of red shades that can be mixed up. And the same goes for all the other colors, and you can find that in my color mixing masterclass course, and I have information for it below in the description if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that other people can also find it. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.